Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Hello, happy Friday. I feel like this week flew by because obviously, I don't know. I still feel like we're getting over the whole New Year's thing. I realize we've been back a whole week, but I don't know. I still feel that way. So I hope everyone's had a good day. Hi there, Kathy and Marissa. Marissa, I have something special to show you. And who else do we have in here? Let me click on the live on my computer so I can see the chat. So I've got Dawn here. Let me turn that off. And Nancy and Sparkle Z. I don't know the first name, but welcome in. And see, MDS. It's a new name, but welcome in. And Marissa and everybody. I hope everyone's had a great day. Good. I don't know if anyone has anything exciting this weekend. This weekend for me is completely filled with hockey for my son. He's got like 2 hockey games over the weekend. So that's what the weekend. Oh, and finishing doing Christmas decorations, which I did a terrible job of last week. Like I should have already had them down, and I've removed all the decorations from where they were, but now they've just, hey there, Carrie, they've just completely taken over my foyer, and I just have to bring the tubs down, and it's just a big thing. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm super excited tonight. If any of you guys read kind of the topic, I am going to be bringing to auction a whole bunch of J.Crew, as well as Banana Republic, as well as what else? Stella and Dot. There might be a few Ann Taylors stuck in there too. And then I also, if any of you guys were here when I did the haul video, including this ring on my finger from a couple days ago, I had mentioned that I was going to try to go talk to my jeweler. And I have some great information that I'm going to share with you guys, but I'm going to try to spread that out throughout that information because it's a lot. It's a lot of learning stuff, but those of you that are resellers will love to hear some of the stuff I'm going to share with you, because to just hear it from a jeweler, and for them to go, yep, you are correct, or not just telling me I'm correct in what I said, but that my understanding of something is on the correct line of, how things work. It makes me feel good. So we're going to go over lots of that today. I also, today, for any sales, the first 6 people that purchase something, we'll all get a free giveaway of one of these cute little gold tone. I believe it's 18 inches without the extender, and it's literally just a little cha-cha kind of, I don't know, I guess you consider that to be like, salmon color maybe, with these little bars. You see them? The little salmon things are on the end of the bars. So that's going to be just a little giveaway for, people who, the first 6 people who buy tonight. Hi there. Hello, Carrie. I hope you had a good day. Oh, and Chrissy's here too. Good to see you. Good to see you. Chrissy, by the way, one of the big things I wanted to tell you, I didn't get through all of your stuff, but I was wondering if that one brooch you had me look at, I was wondering if it was a diamond, and it wasn't. But I haven't tested it for sterling yet. So we'll see. There's lots to tell you. I just haven't gotten to it yet because I've been working on this stuff today. Anybody new today that has come in the chat? My name is Curry, and I'm with Cherish Relics Boutique. I do part-time sales here on District, in which I do shows pretty routinely Monday and Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. As well as I'll do some kind of trains on the weekends when there is trains, or when maybe I'll even just do a pop-up show. But that's the only time you'll usually see me, Mondays, Fridays, and then maybe a weekend day. I also do part-time sales on eBay under the same name, Cherish Relics Boutique. So that's the name of my eBay store, where I do kind of more of my sterling silver, gold, diamonds, gemstones, kind of the fancier stuff. Here on District, I do some of that. I kind of cross over a little bit of the stuff, but I do a lot more of costume jewelry, but lovely stuff, vintage stuff. And then in addition, the last thing I wanted to remind you is that I do have a YouTube page also under the same name, Cherish Luxe Boutique. There's more than 100 videos there, both under the videos section, you'll find videos. But then if you also click under the live section, like tonight's show right now is being streamed live from YouTube. And I see the art show Stays has popped in from YouTube as well as Ronald Catcher came in from YouTube. And so thanks for coming and watching from YouTube. You're always welcome to come over to District to view, just giving you the information. You can do whatever you want. You're welcome to watch from there as well. But if you come to District, to the website www.lilyworksjewels.com, and you register in District, and you'll be in the Lilyworks marketplace then, and you register and put in all the information, then you can participate in the chat, the District chat, because that's where we're streaming from. And there's lots of people in the District chat chatting away and doing their thing. So just information I wanted to share with you. Marissa, I see that you are here. Give me a thumbs up real quick, because I'm going to share something that I bought from you that I kind of made sort of a Christmas present to myself. And I just thought I'd do a real quick share before I start today. I don't know, a lot of you probably are like me and you turn your thing on and you're partially multitasking. Hey there, Mel, how are you? So if anyone, I see Marissa's in, but I don't know if she actually heard me, because she might be multitasking. So when I get Marissa, if someone sees Marissa, or I know she's in here because it shows that she shows up, but if someone can get her to say hello, then I'm gonna wait till I know she's watching and I can show that thing. So yeah, so here all the things that I'm going to be auctioning off tonight. You can see I have them all in my store. So I will maybe do a few of these, but then I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit about what I found out at the jeweler. But let me just reach in here and see what are some of the things that pop up that I can just start with. Is some good starts. Actually, why don't I do this? I'll start with the 2 pre-bids on the bracelets. Now, I will say, I'm not sure who did the pre-bids on these bracelets. I'm sure I can find out. Okay, Kathy did. The reason I have J.Crew ? Is because I can go online and I can view this exact bracelet that looks just like this. Heavy. This is glass. These are beautiful. I hope that you keep these for yourself, Kathy. If you win the auction. But J.Crew clasps are very recognizable. Usually they have a hang tag on here. And so I don't know why these 2 bracelets don't have hang tags, because they are quality made. The quality of them is definitely, J.Crew. And if I sit here and I take a quick picture of this on my Google Lens, it will pull up J.Crew. But it also pulls up another brand that looks exactly too. I don't know if it's copy brand or what, but I just want you to be aware that it's possible it's either J.Crew or it's this other brand. So let me just show you real quick. So this Sparkle Pop brand, when you click on this, it looks very much like, and I don't know what Sparkle Pop is, but these bracelets, you see, there's the other one I have, very similar, okay? Now, they're not cheap, as you see, but if you look at the clasp, there it is. So I don't know if it's that, but let me also show you what it looks like for where it's showing J.Crew, because it definitely will show it as J.Crew as well. Hold on one second. Okay. So here's an example of one that looks just like it, that's J.Crew. And actually, this person, it does have the hang tag on it. So I just want you to be aware of that. But believe me, a $7 start is an incredible, because these are stunning, stunning, glass faceted, beautiful links. And this is the back. You can see the construction open. And then, of course, it's got that traditional J.Crew look. So again, like I explained. And so there it is. So this one is a start of $7. And right now, Kathy has a bid on it. So I'm going to start the auction now on this one and see what happens with that. And I just put lotion on, but I also just clean this with Windex. So those two things don't go together well. So we've got 5 seconds left. Isn't it stunning, Kathy? It's just beautiful, and it's so heavy. So this is going to Miss Kathy, Insane Bargains, and congratulations on that. Let me get a baggie for you. Woohoo! That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Again, if we look at even the other brands, discounted price was 18. But then when you looked at this one that was J.Crew, you see high. So, I mean, I'm always putting us under those price points. Yeah. So congrats. And lucky you, you still just get to be insane. All right. Thank you much. And let me do that other one. Again, Kathy has a pre-bid on it, but obviously anyone's welcome to bid. This one just has a link. It's not broken, but one of the links came out, I believe, of the little hole right here. It's on there, but I just have to slide it back in there. So I don't want you to think it's broken, because it's definitely not broken. But again, we have this stunning faceted glass, very heavy. Okay. And yes, very gorgeous. And this is the back. And as I was, hey, Rachel, nice to see you. As I was explaining to them just a second ago, hi, Fly Guy, welcome in. This has the traditional, J.Crew clasp on it, but it doesn't have a hang tag, which is strange because I truly believe it's J.Crew. And I know, Rachel, you just popped in. So I was showing them, clearly it is a J.Crew, but then there's also another brand that looks like they make it. And so that's why I have a question mark when I did it. So either way, there's no question the quality. So I'm going to start this auction. Kathy right now has a pre-bid of $7. So let me bring the other one up. And I'm going to start the auction now. And right now we got Kathy in for 8. And Bumble and Light is in for 9. You can see how beautiful it is. Lovely. About 7.5 inches. And we got 3 seconds left. Bumble and Light is, Rob, Primo just went in for the win. Go, Carrie. Nice job. And it looks like Carrie's going to get that. Beautiful. It is lovely. You are going to love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good win. Good win there, Carrie. So there's going to be a lot of beauties coming tonight with a lot of faceted, beautiful glass. Now, a lot of J.Crew also, they do a lot of mixed in there acrylic gemstones as well, kind of rhinestones. So be prepared for that. What's my promo code for first-time buyers? My promo code is, good idea. Let me go to my, so I can tell you. I think it's, can they put that in when they do auction? Now, if they're not able to put it in at the time of the auction, if they are a first-time buyer with me, I will know it. And I'm happy to refund the $5 or give, but they have to have a $10 minimum. I do know that. So real quick, let me open up my thing here and I'll tell you. So my code is, if someone wants to type it in the chat, CHERIS 88. So that's my code. CHERIS 88. And then it has to be a minimum of a $10 purchase. And according to Rachel, they enter it in with their card before bidding. Okay, so if you're just registering, maybe you could go in before you do any bidding today and you'll be able to enter that. So, okay, thanks for the reminder, Rachel. I always forget to do that. Okay, so, all right, congratulations, Carrie, and I will get that little thing situated there. Okay, so like many of you know, I talked about a lot of these rings from the other day. I'm going to put this way down so we can look at this. First of all, you know, when I was going to go into my jeweler, I was like, oh, the last thing I wanted to do. You're most welcome. Oh, wait, right. Look, Marissa's here. Marissa's here. I got to show this thing. Marissa, I hope you're looking. So I bought this beautiful ring from Marissa on her show a couple weeks ago. It's beautiful. It is a sterling silver ring, and I have tested it. They are little, teeny diamonds, and they're probably like diamond, you know, like how you can have diamond, I mean, they're still faceted and that sort of thing, but you can have, what do you call it when they're teeny little diamonds that are like the extra ones? There's a name for it. Diamond. There's a name for it. Chips. There you go. Diamond chips. Okay. So I went on, Marissa. I want you to know, and for Christmas, as a gift to myself, because I knew I had already had this ring. And let me turn my thing around so you can appreciate how cute it is. Okay. But anyways, I had bought that ring for myself, teeny little diamond chips, but it had matching things that went with it. Now, you know, I bought this first and then I went on eBay, paid a pretty penny actually to get this set. It's 2 necklaces. It's a longer layering necklace. And if you look really close here, these are just like marcasite looking little bumps. But on this center necklace, it's a separate necklace. Like I said, there's 2. It looks just like the ring. Isn't that so pretty? Yay. And so of course it has the same diamond, you know, chips there. And of course it's got its marks on the back. It's very quality made. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the person I bought this from, it came in the box. So, yeah. And so I was really happy with that. So I just had to share because I know Marissa would appreciate, that. Knowing that I had bought that from her. So anyways, that was one of my little big presents to myself, was to get the rest of that. I'm pretty dainty in my jewelry, but I really quite like that. Very Art Deco-ish. It is a newer ring and a newer, it's not, I don't believe it's vintage, but it's definitely got that style. So yay, I'm so happy. Okay, so the other day I'm going to try to do this, and I'm not going to do all of it once because there's a lot I want to share with you. But let me tell you, I went into my jeweler just yesterday, and I went in with my original emerald cut ring that I normally wear, the one that's platinum, not this extra one that I wear when I wear gold, because they reset that, and I used to have it as 2 separate rings, my band and the wedding ring, and they attached them into one, and then they also reset my stones. And so every year I go in to get my stones checked. I also had some like 1 carat stud diamond solitaire earrings that I had reset with some just Mac Daddy backs that by them. It was not a cheap setting. Like I paid a lot of money for it. And so I walked in there with those 2 things saying, hi, I got these here. You know, can you check the prongs and just make sure, because you guys, they always ask you to come back. And there's a reason they ask you to come back, because they want you to shop in their store. But it also, for me, proved to them that I am one of their customers. So then at the time I asked to speak to one of their senior jewelers there. And because I already was doing that with her, you know, she literally sat for 45 minutes and talked with me. I brought in several rings and had a lot of questions, because what I didn't want to have to do is I didn't want to have to go send off some of the things I had to get them, to get some questions answered. And so I kind of went in and I explained to her that I do jewelry resale and I have a lot of basic knowledge. And pretty quickly I was able to bring her up to par, and that I pretty much knew what I was doing in terms of, you know, being able to, you know, look for hints of gold and silver, and, you know, finding, you know, rubies that can fluoresce under light. And like, I mean, she could tell very quickly that I knew what I was doing. And so, but I had some very specific questions that I wanted to bring to her, not just about some of these rings I got in my haul the other day. So the first thing I'm going to talk with you about is just about, this great thing she said to me regarding, these are some rings I brought to talk to her about. They're not all ones from, that were from my, you know, haul the other day. They're from previous hauls. They're from previous things. Many of you have probably in the past seen me talk about what I believed to be a lab created alexandrite, either that or color changing sapphire. They can be very similar. Now in like the daylight, this can look even more blue. It can have touches of blue. You can see little bits of blue that shine through there. And it definitely can have the more of the blue look, okay? But then when I put it in iridescent light, which I'm going to do here in a second, I'm going to show you, it definitely turns to a very deep pink, which right now it's kind of purpley blue, and then it can definitely, depending on where I angle. This ring that I got ages ago, that was my mother's ring, you can see hints of blue. I believe this is a color changing sapphire. I think this is a lab created, both of them, I believe, color changing sapphire, color changing alexandrite. But one thing I asked her is, she says they often in the jewelry world will use color changing alexandrites as well as, alexandrites, which color change, and color changing sapphires. A lot of times they'll use them interchangeably because they're very similar looking, very similar in style. And I'll tell you this, if this is a color changing sapphire or alexandrite, either way, I'm going to turn this on so you can see, it comes all the way up into strong sapphire area. So does the ring that was my mother's, that was from 1960 is when she bought it. Okay. And so my main question for her was, without having to go turn it in to pay to have someone do testing on it, which could cost hundreds of dollars, I had done some research about some things that you can look in, specifically sapphires and rubies, regarding being able to, under a loop, see bubbles, and being able to, under a loupe, be able to see these things called curved striae. And I'm not going to go over those in detail tonight because that will just confuse you. And the curved striae are very difficult to see, without a microscope. Like I have some, magnifiers that go up to, like, this one goes up to 90. So I do have things that can go up pretty high, but it's not great. But basically what I do know from her is, in regards to, is it real? Which there's no way it's real. I mean, this would be $1 million if it was real, versus lab created, which is still the same thing. Here we go. This would not go up to sapphire if it wasn't, in fact, that same, those same, ingredients or whatever. Okay. So you see it go there. And then I'm going to also show you my mother's here. Okay. Both of them going to about the same place. All right. And you see how blue that looks? I don't know if you can see it in there, but it definitely has blue looks to it. And she said that if under my loupe, if I can see air bubbles are a true tell sign that it's lab created. And if you go and do research about ways to tell the difference between authentic sapphires and rubies versus lab created, it'll talk about this curved striae. It will talk about bubbles. And even more specifically, you can get air bubbles. And I'm going to show you this on my phone because this is a great example. When these things are created in a lab, hold on, let me pull up my pictures. They're created on this thing that's called a boulier or whatever, and it's like heated and it does all these things. And I know this is very confusing to look at, but generally this is a pre-cut stone all shape stone. This is just a visualization diagram or whatever. This would be the length of a stone. This is where it would be attached when it's actually being grown in the lab. But these are examples up here of bubbles, air bubbles, especially air bubbles that are dragged. And what they talk about you can find is if air bubbles that run perpendicular to the curved striae, which are the lines that go across, that is a lab created. You would not find it in a natural sapphire or ruby. And this is only specifically to rubies and sapphires, okay? And then you can see air bubbles throughout, which you can see this picture says gas bubbles, exaggerated size. But then these ones up here says lines are the fattest at the center and most, they're just talking about the lines, the striae lines. But these are also air bubbles, and they're showing that the biggest air bubbles would be towards the top if you had a strip of air bubbles, because the air goes to the top, and I guess the way it's positioned when it's grown, they go up, okay? And so that a sure tell sign. The striae is difficult for you to view. I had a difficult time viewing it, but I could definitely see the air bubbles. So if I were you, I would go on and I would look at pictures of air bubbles and sapphires under magnification, and you can see some really good examples. So that was huge for me to have a jeweler tell me, 40 years of experience, she was very lovely, to say, listen, you don't have to go take it in and have them pay hundreds of dollars. They don't use gem testers at jewelers. They have all these other machines, but she understood why I used one as a reseller, because obviously I need tools to help me authenticate the things that I want to be able to sell on eBay. I want to be able to know something's gold, something's diamond, and we have all these tools. And so she understood and respected the concept of a gem tester. They just didn't use them at the jeweler, obviously. But for me, I know on the gem tester that they show up as sapphires, whether they're lab created or not. They are still sapphires. They're made up of exactly, or rubies, these same ingredients. Same with this one. This one is a ruby. Okay. Or some may consider it to be a pink sapphire because, and you can see it goes up. My thing's moving because I'm not holding it. I'm moving my hand. Hold on. It's hard for me to let you show it without, maybe I could do it here. Okay. And now, of course, it goes into sapphire, I promise you. But now I want to calibrate it because I don't know why it's not going all the way up there for me. Because I know it will. Maybe because my fingers were not on the metal. And it'll go even higher than that. Ugh, it's annoying me because it definitely goes way higher than that. There you go. So anyways, my point is she agreed that this was also in the case of sapphires and rubies. This was a lab created sapphire that I could view the air bubbles inside of them. And I could even see the air bubbles that ran perpendicular. Because if this is the direction that the striae would go, meaning if this is the elongated stone, the striae would go that way. That means the air bubbles would sit like this, with the big ones being either at that end or this end. And that's what I saw. So that was my telltale sign. Yes, lab created. Okay. So I'm going to stop there because I have more to tell you about the value of some lab created, specifically this ruby, which I also found is a 14 karat gold ring. I got this for $36 at a consignment store. If you were not at my last show where I was doing a haul. And so I'm going to do a few more sales, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about, we know about the bubbles. It's a sure tell sign for at least rubies and sapphires for sure. And let me do some more sales, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the exciting discovery about the value of lab created sapphires and rubies that I was not aware of, because they're pretty valuable. So anyways, let me pull a few more of these sales and then I'll come back to that. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go from top to bottom. This J.Crew necklace that's got more of some kind of square stones on it. I will tell you, many of you know, J.Crew Stella and Dot. That's why I group them together. Often Banana Republic. And, you know, all are very similarly made in their quality. Very heavy items. Quality made, like this is super heavy. You can see the construction, brass, and you know, it's got these beautiful clasps and extenders and the like. So I'm going to take off my beautiful necklace that I had gotten of my ring from Marissa, because I'd prefer to show you these beautiful necklaces when you bid on them up here on the neck so we can appreciate it. But this is the next one that's come up. Okay. And real quick, I'm going to pull it up close first. This has glass. Not all of them have glass faceted stones, but this does. Faceted glass stones. You see some kind of champagne color, some sort of amethyst, some greens, and this is really heavy. All of them are heavy. And this is a 16-inch chain before the extender. Of course, you see our J.Crew mark right there. When you go on, I'm not going to go on and pull up every single J.Crew necklace for you, but I'm telling you, when you go and Google Lens them, the asking price for many of them are up in the 50s, the 60s, sometimes up into the hundreds. I've definitely seen some J.Crew necklaces that are like, you know, $100, you know, but then you'll find another listing where it's, you know, 78. So, I just want you to be aware of what you're getting when you get a J.Crew necklace or the like. They definitely have value. So my start points here for all of these are incredible for any of you who are very familiar with J.Crew. But I'm going to start that auction on that first necklace that's quite beautiful for any takers on that. I often mostly see a lot of J.Crews, or often it is so pretty. This kind of brassy golds. They do make some silver tone stuff too, but a lot of their stuff is brassy gold and very heavy, well made, constructed so well, as you see. Okay, so yeah. So thanks for taking a look at that, and let me. That back here, and I'm going to grab this next one real quick. Okay, these are actually new on card. These are a pair of Ann Taylor earrings. I honestly don't know if they would be faux tortoiseshell versus just tortoiseshell, but they are super cute, kind of in the shape of a clover. They are pierced, and you can see them right there. Really cute. Kind of have you know, rhinestone. It's almost like it's like a halo as a clover. Halo just means it's got rhinestones that go all the way around it. Yeah, and so it's on its original card there. And even the backs say Ann Taylor. So this is, you know, brand new. So I had a $5 start, super cute earrings for any takers on the Ann Taylor earrings. I don't know. I'm sure they call it something else besides a clover, but that's what I called it. Anyhow, we got 8 seconds left. Oh, sorry. Okay, cool. Thanks for looking. Let me run 2 more and then I'll continue my story. All right. Oh, I have another pair of signed on the card J.Crew earrings. Beautiful. These are all faceted glass. They're heavier. Okay. They are obviously new on this card. Even so much that, you know, I mean, I didn't put these little extra backs on it like but they are all glass, faceted, pretty heavy. And I want you to see the construction of the back. So there you go. They're just so well made. And I have a $9 start on these earrings. If you go and Google Lens them, I think I found the very first moment I Google Lens them. Where's my phone? I want to say someone had them listed as 40 or 50. I don't know. Not that every single one is going to be that, but let me just. Okay, well, there's a pair of $38 ones, and I think these were a little bit higher. So, they weren't $5 earrings for sure. So anyways, I'm going to start the auction now on those J.Crew statement earrings. Very pretty. It kind of matches my ring, doesn't it? But I don't often wear the big earrings, but they're so well made. Thanks, Rachel, for your bid. Look at how well. And it does have the maker's mark as well of J.Crew right there on the back of the earring. All right, so beautiful. Those are going to go home with Rachel. Woohoo! Yay, Rachel. Perfect for Valentine's Day. You're right. I should have said that. Thanks for saying that, Marissa. You're exactly right. All right. Not sure what that came from. Oh. Okay. Trying to get it in this bag. I suppose I could put it in a bigger bag. That's what I should do. I'm going to do that. It's going to drive me nuts. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. I just don't want to force it. Okay, going home with Rachel. Woohoo! Very nice. Okay, let me do one more. We'll do this also new with tags necklace. This one. And again, you guys could take those pictures that I put that were the ones that I used for the listing, and you can go do a Google search yourself. You're going to obviously get a good idea for value. But this is beautiful. Love the the salmon color. It's got a lot of dimension, as you see there. But for a statement necklace, this is pretty more simpler. Some of their statement necklaces are like, woo! This is a little bit small. It's still not small, but it definitely still has all those beautiful dimensional things about it. Still having this original tag, having its extender and its hang tag there. So, yeah. A lovely necklace there. So I had a starting auction price of $14 on that for any takers on the beautiful pink for Valentine's Day. There you go. Necklace, or anyone who wants to have a nice necklace for a date. There you go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And we've got 7 seconds left. Sorry, I'm taking a drink. Okay. So thanks for looking at that. All right. So let me continue my conversation. So yes. So now I'm a happy trooper, because to have someone from a jewelry world sit there and tell me, you know what? I can see myself with my own loupe. I can see bubbles. And that's helpful for me to be able to differentiate between, some of those gems that sometimes you don't know. I'm only talking about rubies and sapphires. I am sure, but I don't know this because I haven't researched it, that a lot of those other, lab created gemstones that are, different. Topaz comes in many different colors, and spinel comes in lots of different colors. Like, I'm sure, I don't know, maybe that bubbles are the telltale answer for those as well. But I know that all I was doing is I was researching about sapphires and rubies, because they come from the same family. And here is let me go to my picture again. Does anybody know what family of gemstones sapphires and rubies are? I know some of you know. They're both come from the same one. So like they're not a type of quartz, but they are a type of, and it starts with a C. Let's see if anyone knows. Both ruby and sapphire are considered to be types of corundum. Okay, they both are. Oh, you'd get it on a multiple choice. That's right. I get it. Yes, I get you. Okay, so my little example here was just when talking. This article I was reading was just talking about sapphires and rubies. So you could read about other types of lab created gems as well. So yay, I know that. And then another thing that I talked to her about is the fact that, like this lab created, I know now, okay, good. These are lab created. Great. These two specifically, lab created sapphires or lab created alexandrite. Okay. Another clue to know that they are in fact lab created alexandrite is that they would never put, this is what she said, they would never put the real gemstone on sterling silver or on a 10 karat ring. They would always put it on a 14 or an 18 or even a 22 karat. So if you have jewelry where the metal purity amount is 10 karat, or sterling silver, then that's another clue that your gemstone is probably lab created, because she said that the jewelry world, they wouldn't put those in there. Okay, I'm just telling you what she told me. She goes, use it as another clue. And I was like, that is hugely helpful, because I always asked myself, what crazy person would put this into a sterling silver setting? And that's what this is a filigree. Now, this is from the 1970s. It's vintage, it's old, but there's my answer. And this is, in fact, 10 karat when you go and you look on the inside. So there are my clues for having more confirmed answers on that. It's interesting. This has a brand inside. Yes, but it definitely says 10 karat. And then even looking at my ruby here, or you can consider this to be a ruby, or some would say it's a pink sapphire, because some rubies can come pink, I want to tell you. And so that next led me to her bringing me to a site. She brought me to a site that was called Stuhler.com. And we looked at it, and we were measuring the size of my gemstones in millimeters, length and width. We weren't worried about the depth, because obviously when they do lab created gemstones, they're proportionally making the depth of these gemstones with the width and the length what it should be to have its best, prettiness. Okay. So when you then go in and measure a size of a thing to get a price point, you don't have to measure the depth. You just need to measure length and width. Okay. So she took me to that site, and we went in there and we were sort of pricing some of these gemstones, and I got a really good feel for what the value of, for say, this ring was. When I measure this is 11 millimeters by 9 millimeters. It's a really big stone, lab created pink sapphire. Okay. And we looked at a few there. And I was like, oh, awesome. And I wrote it down, and I was going to come home and look at it. But when I came home and looked at it, I tried to go in, and I realized I had to be a dealer that logged in. And I guess never thought to say, oh, maybe you won't be able to access this if you're just a normal person. So in addition, maybe we could put in our EIN numbers and information from doing our taxes as resellers. That's possible. You may be able to go into that site. But I also have found another site that you can look stuff up and not have to be a reseller. So let me show you what that is. And we can get some really good ideas of values for some of these lab created gemstones, which, to be quite honest, I never imagined they were going to have quite the value. Okay, so I went to brilliantearth.com, which a lot of you probably see that name a lot when you're, looking at comps and things like that. So if you don't have to be a member or be a dealer to go into this. If you just type in brilliantearth.com, and then if you come here and you click on gemstones, it will bring you to this. Now, what I want to do is I want to take you and let's just look at sapphires, okay? The sapphire that I have here is an 11 by 9. So I'm going to click here on sapphire, and then it's going to bring me here to all sapphires. And then, because I don't want to sit and look at 340 results, I want to click on lab created. And so of their lab created sapphires that they have for sale, look at those prices, okay? I went it down and I tried to find one that was an emerald cut. That's what my stone is here. If any of you don't know a lot about cuts of stones, sorry. Mine is an emerald cut with that, the very traditional steps about an emerald cut, okay? And so I wanted to go down and I wanted to scroll and try to find some emeralds. You see, sapphires can come. The cut is emerald, but the stone is sapphire. But I wanted to try to find a sapphire that was an emerald cut that was similar in size. So I was just scrolling through. If you look at those price points, woo! And again, with the round ones, you just need the circumference all the way across. The diameter all the way across. But when you're doing the ones that have, either squares or rectangles. So then I came to this one, and to me, this was the closest one to mine. Mine is an 11 millimeter by 9 millimeter. So mine's actually larger than this one. And look at the price. Okay, just for the stone, lab created, lab grown. Can you believe that? And so I was blown away. I was like, and that doesn't even count the fact that this is in a 10 karat gold setting. Okay, so I'm looking at my stone probably being closer to I don't know, 2,500 maybe, and then you've got the fact that you've got the gold ring. Okay. Maybe close to 3,000. Pretty not bad for a $36 ring, right? What I want to show you, because you're probably going, well, maybe blue sapphires are more valuable than pink sapphires. Well, I want to come and show you real quick. There are pink sapphires that are very similar to one that I have here. That one's a little bit more pink, but this one down here at the bottom, the color is very similar to my color. Okay. That's a smaller one, and that's a different cut. But I wanted to compare for you pink versus blue and show you that the color of the sapphire doesn't seem to change the price a whole bunch. Here we have an 8 millimeter pink sapphire that's $17.50. I couldn't find an 8 millimeter blue sapphire, but I found a 7.5 millimeter one that was $15.50, just under the $17.50, and I found a 8.5 one that was just over at $19.50 versus the $17.50. So I wanted to show you that the value of the color was still very similar. So from what I had discovered there, that, leaving the store, the lady pretty much, and I agreed, we were looking at a ring with its setting with a value of about $3,000. And I never imagined for lab created that it would be that. Now, mind you, if this was a cubic zirconia, this would be worth really what the value in gold is, okay? Or if this was a different gemstone, like maybe if it was iolite, or if it was, any of the other ones that come in other colors. But I know that it is sapphire because I've tested it on my gem tester. You've seen it. And then I also know that, as I've shown you, in addition, that it fluoresces under black light. And I'm not going to turn off all my lights, but I'm going to turn off a couple again, just to show you. Ruby, especially, sometimes sapphires, depending on the makeup of, will give you immense, wow, right? Fluorescence. So I know that it was either authentic, real ruby or lab created. And so what an amazing, and while I already have the lights off, let me show you again the fluorescence of my, sorry, I have to go through the cycles. The fluorescence of my other. So there's my Alexandrite. And then my mother's, what I thought for years was an amethyst is actually uh, a color changing sapphire. And I want to show you also in terms, so there it's fluorescing, you know, blah, blah, blah. With the color changing sapphire, I would like to show you that with color changing sapphires, with these two rings specifically, you're going to get some different color changes depending on the kind of light you use. So just very quickly, again, when you looked at these two rings, they kind of had, you can have some blue tones. You can see some little blue flashes in there with, you know, maybe some deeper purples. Okay. But when I bring it into, and even if I put this into daylight, it gives me even more blue. Daylight brings me a lot of blue. Okay. But this is currently under my fluorescent light here to the right. But then I'm going to turn off my two fluorescent lights, and I'm going to show you that when I put it near iridescent light, which is like candlelight, these are going to turn like a pinkish, like a hot pink. Okay. So I just wanted to show you the color changing ability. Even though they're lab created, they still have that ability. I don't know if this is interesting to any of you guys, but it is to me. It's like a big friggin' science experiment. Don't worry, I won't burn myself. Let me turn off the overhead light real quick. Okay. Welcome to my party. I'm just going to kind of, hopefully, I don't know how it's going to look for you under, but it's going to be a very, you can see it sort of, it's hard for you to see it because the light is just different when it's on it. Let's see if I can get it different. There you go. Okay. So it's going to be a very pinkish color rather than bluish purple. Okay. So it is such a cool thing. All the things, all the science things that come with all this jewelry reselling is so cool to me. Love, 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 love. Anyways, so I'm going to turn off my party candles. I just wanted to do that just this second, just to show you that. They're going to sit there and flame, you know, be all shiny over there. So anyways, I'm going to come back and talk to you more about this, but I'm going to do some more sales. But the main part of that little session there was to show you, wow, I've got a great website, whether it's the Stuhler.com or the Brilliant Earth. Hold on. I want to make sure I say it right. Yeah, brilliantearth.com. Okay. Great ways for you to get some, information about price points because I didn't even really know where to start. Okay. So, I cannot even find a lab created oval one that's this big. I'll talk to you about that in my next little stop because I want to do some more sales. All right, so let me keep going here, but that is so cool, isn't it? All right, so here are a couple of J.Crew bangles. They are, I don't think they're not necessarily meant to go together because one is a very deep blue gold tone enameled, and the other one is this. I just put them together because they're both the similar size, about eighths. But inside you can see it says J.Crew there, and the other one says J.Crew right there. Okay, so yeah, I had a starting price for those and they're in great condition. The gold tone looks good. A $3 start on those. So Rachel's in for $3 on those. That'd be like $1.50 each for J.Crew bracelets. They look pretty good. I mean, I suppose you could wear them together. We've got 7 seconds left. Maybe I can use this bag. Maybe they'll fit. Yeah, I think they will. Woohoo! All right. So those beautiful enameled bracelets, J.Crew, are going to go with Rachel. Congrats, congrats. Good deal. All right. And then I have another Oh no, that's not what's coming up here. Okay, so this next one, I have a signed Ann Taylor 3-strand layering necklace that's looking like this. Sorry, I have a lot here, so I have to find it. Where are you? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is Ann Taylor, also a very high quality brand thing of jewelry. Okay, so the gold tone on this looks fabulous. Okay, so this is 3-strand. I have the little mark for Ann Taylor right here. It's got 3 chains, 3 different links, kind of a paperclip link, and then those other ones have little different designs in them every so often or whatever. But this is got like 3 layers in it, which hopefully I can get it. I'm trying to pull. Ish. I was trying to pull it behind there. Oh, you know what? I put it on backwards, but I'm not changing it. So let me just flip it over. It looks like that. This is an acrylic little blue stone there. This is supposed to go that direction. Sorry, I put it on backwards. And then the little bottom one is supposed to look like that. Okay. So, yeah, it's in brand new condition. It's got some little, I believe these are glass little faceted rhinestone stations along that longer one. So I'm going to start the auction now. I had a $6 start on that. Ann Taylor. Layering piece. Again, it looks like that. And it looks like that. I just put it on backwards. We've got 4 seconds left. All right, awesome. Thanks for looking. My room smells so good now because even though I only had the candle lit for a few minutes, it brings like a relaxation about it. Okay, this is beautiful. This is also Ann Taylor. So heavy. Oh my goodness. So well made. I actually had this up on my eBay store. It actually is up on my eBay store right now for like, I think I had it up for 38, but I may have just lowered it. Make sure I grab the wrap one, but I thought I'd bring it to you guys also at a way lower price. Boy, does this one have some dimension. Okay. So, look at this beautiness. Woo! These are glass. These are acrylic, but they're just lovely. They're cabochons in there that are kind of that more yellow, but then we have some kind of more, browny ones. A lot of dimension. This is the back. Okay. This has got a thicker chain on it, as you see here, and it comes up to, I guess, is there considered an extender on it? I guess the extender would be like an inch extender. I think it ends like right there. Oh no. I guess the extender starts here because that's the end of that, chain. Okay, so I think when I measured it at 16 inches, it was for that. But it is stunning. It is beautiful. Okay, so I had a $14 start on that one. Very heavy. And it does have its tag. I forgot to show that to you. It's right there. Ann Taylor. So you can see it even from the side. Look at how much dimension it has. It's really beautiful. Loveliness, all the things. Okay, thanks for looking at that. Okay, let me do a couple more and I'll continue with my story. I'm actually going to even move this down to 4. Okay, so this next one is a signed Banana Republic kind of statement necklace. It is acrylic. And it's looking like that. These are huge acrylic faceted stones there, all with these kind of white things around them. This is the back side. Okay. And there's your Banana Republic. This does have some slight, and I'm not even convinced, I guess, a little bit of wear on the chain. You see that? But part of it could be tarnishing. Sometimes I find that if I just clean these, sometimes that stuff goes away. I'm even tempted to go over there and put in my cleaner and see what happens because everything else looks so good. But anyways, that's the explanation, the little bit of wear for the price point of $4 that I really lowered the price. Again, that's acrylic, but it's still pretty statement necklace. So I'm starting the auction now on that Banana Republic for any takers. Kind of makes me think of honey. And we've got 6 seconds left. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Before I put this in the bag, I want to do something real quick. So give me about 10 seconds. Oh my goodness gracious. That's all it needed. It is not, I'm going to tell you guys, some of us think that things, because we don't clean them, are losing their gold tone. They're not losing their gold tone. Even though these are costume jewelry and they're not real golds, they can still tarnish. Well, I don't know. It got a little better, but then it also brought some of the coppery look to it. So I don't know. Maybe it's not perfect, but it definitely was a little bit of a change, a little bit of an update. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm coming back. Just wanted to leave that in there for a second. Okay. Let's see what else I can bring up. Okay. This I also have a lower price point on. It is also a Banana Republic. But I was noticing that as I was bagging it, like pricing it, that what it is it's this longer necklace with multiple kind of links there. Here's Banana Republic, and it's got these stations with these, little, these are acrylic, little longer acrylic stones put into those little beads. Okay. And I noticed that, you see, these are like acrylic. But I noticed that one of the little spaces was missing their acrylic beads, so I put in rhinestones. So if you get this necklace, then you just have a little bit of love of a rhinestone section. That to me, I don't exactly think it looks bad, but I suppose you could put rhinestones in the other ones if they fall out. But that is the reason. That was my little fix for the price point being lower. So it's a $5 start. Yep. And again, kind of a good layering piece. Heavy, definitely heavy. And these are pretty significant beads here that have those acrylic gemstones put in them. We got 5 seconds left. Okay, cool. Thanks for looking. Let me do one more. This one is beautiful. Oh, I love this one. So this is also Banana Republic. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So it's got sort of this antiqued, brassy kind of color to it. It's like a really light. This is in excellent condition, let me tell you. And so we've got like a twisting kind of like rope chain here that comes up. It's got its Banana Republic tag. This is 32 inches long in length, but it comes down to this pendant with more twisting rope dangles. These are all faceted glass, all of it. And so if you go and do a Google Lens on this, which I'm going to do for you real quick, because it actually is pretty darn valuable. Like, I was shocked. I mean, not shocked. I mean, they're lovely necklaces. But let me. Okay, so someone's got it listed for 30 and then 55. That's obviously not what we want there. It's on Poshmark. Someone's got it listed for 50. So that's my point, is it's yeah, it's not a cheap one. So anyways, I had a $12 start on that. It's in excellent condition. Really nice. And you wouldn't wear it like that. You'd wear it like a long, like it would go down. But it's just I didn't want it to be dragging the ground. So instead, I'll bring it up here so you can see it. And Tiffany, Miss Tiffany is in for 12. Thank you for your bid. I love that. I don't know. It's just a very significant pendant. It's really nice. You're going to really like it, Tiffany. Okay. So thank you for your bid. Let me get a baggie. Actually, I'm going to put it in this one for now, and then I'm going to put it in a nicer one when I pack you up. So thanks, Tiffany. Appreciate it. I like it. You will like it too. All right. So there you go. All right. So let me put that away. What I wanted to do real quick is I wanted to bring you into that site one more time real quick. And I wanted to show you, because I'm continuing my conversation with some of the things I talked to the jeweler lady about. But when I came home, obviously I was in this Brilliant Earth thing. And so I showed you when I was looking up, sapphires. But let me go out of here to the top. I'm going to click back on gemstone. And this time I'm going to click on alexandrite over here on the side. Oh, I accidentally did aquamarine. Let me go back. I didn't want that. Alexandrite. I'm going to click on that. And then once I get here, I'm going to click on lab grown, because I am very confident now. This test for sapphire / that's where alexandrite will fall, or it could be color changing sapphire. It's possible. We know it fluoresces, all the things it's supposed to have. And I now know, because I see bubbles in it, that it's lab created. I also believe it's lab created because it's in a 925 setting, which they wouldn't put an authentic gems, like a full natural one, in there. So with it being lab created, I measure this huge oval alexandrite, which natural alexandrites, I'm going to tell you, or color changing sapphires, specifically though with alexandrites, they'll typically be like a green kind of bluey color under one kind of light, and then they'll change to like a ruby color under changing light, if they're natural. Okay. So that is 17. Let me make sure I'm getting just the stone. Okay, maybe closer to 16 by 12. 12 by 16 is what we're looking at. That's a pretty big stone. And I can't find one that big. Okay, I'm just trying to get a value of just the stone. I know this is about 50 years old because I bought this from a vintage store and the lady had bought it from an estate sale. Okay, so I went and I scrolled through here. You can see a lot of those have that same bluish, purplish color that I'm talking about. Okay, but these are all lab grown. Often the lab grown ones will get color changes of kind of the bluish purple to the pinkish hot pink. But if I were to click over here on natural gemstone instead of lab created, you're going to notice the color change is different. The natural ones, and it looks like there's no natural alexandrite that they have there. So I'll have to show you in a separate picture. I'll do that in a second. There we take us back to the lab grown. Hold on one second. Natural alexandrite color change. And a lot of times with the natural ones, you're going to get more of a color change that's more of a greenish blue rather than a purplish blue in the lab created that will change to more like a very deep pink or ruby red, which rubies can also often kind of look pink. That's often what you'll get with the natural one. But what I've found with the lab created ones, that many of them, especially ones that were made, they were very, very, very popular in the 60s. Lab grown, probably natural too, but no one could afford them. But lab grown alexandrites. Some of them have a little bit more bluish, greenish tints than others, but some of them are more similar to mine where it's more blue, which this is very similar to mine. But when I scrolled through here and was trying to find the largest stone I could find, that was oval. The biggest one I could find was this 12 by 10. And I believe, what did we say? Mine was 11 by 16. Is that what we said? Do you remember what we said? The point is mine's a lot even bigger than this one. But I don't have it in an expensive setting. It's just in sterling silver. The setting is really insignificant. It's just the stone. I think we could say it's like 15 by 11 by 15, I think, is a pretty safe bet. So the closest I could find was this 10 by 12. Okay. And I'll show you, they're going to show you some of the kind of natural changes of here. It's got some bluish purples. This is definitely the colors that mine give me. And then it may show you a color change. I'm not sure that it will. Some of the other Chatham ones that I was looking at were showing color change. But look at that price point. And this one's not as big as the one that I had come across. So definitely be on the lookout for, and don't always assume that lab created jewels don't have value. That's the whole point of what I'm trying to talk about here is lab created. I was totally not aware that they could have such value. And so that's just what I wanted to share with you, is wow, and then wow. And to be on the lookout for them, because I'm no different than any of you. I just, mind you, one of them came from my mother, but this one I did find in a vintage store. And like I said, in the daylight, it's really kind of bluish. And then it goes to pink, bright pink. And then you saw it fluoresce as well. So let me see other things I wanted to mention to you. Okay, there's another section I want to talk about single cut diamonds, but I'll wait on that one. I do want to clarify for you, because she was clarifying for me, that people seem to use words interchangeably, which in the jewelry world are not really interchangeable, but you'll see it online a lot. People will say synthetic gemstones, and they'll use them interchangeably with lab grown or lab created gemstones, and they are not the same thing. A synthetic gemstone would be like a cubic zirconia or like a moissanite, okay? But lab created is a very different thing because it is made up of, it is the exact same gemstone made up of the exact, it's identical. It's just was created instead of in the earth over billions of years, it was created in a lab. But don't use them interchangeably, because she was correcting me when I was in the store. And, you know, some people might say simulant or synthetic. Don't interchange that with lab created. Lab created is its own thing. It's separate. Yeah, and I'll talk about some other things regarding some diamonds and some simulating stones for diamonds after I do some more little sales. I hope I'm not boring you with all this stuff, but this lady taking the time to tell me all this and not charge me 1 penny to give me this stuff that was so valuable to hear from a jeweler was really important to me. So I was very appreciative of her, you know. So, all right, let's keep going here. I have this very dainty, very cute little 16-inch chain that has a little pave rhinestone ball on it. I think I have a $3 start on it. It's in excellent condition. It is marked with Banana Republic tag there. And yeah, it's a 16-inch little necklace that really just has a pave ball there like that. Okay. Not missing any of its stones or anything, but a cute little layering piece. And I'm going to start the $3 auction right now. Like I said, a $3 start. Yeah, 16 inches. So we got 10 seconds left on the Banana Republic little layering necklace, 16-inch. 3, 2, and we've got Amy in for 3. Thanks for your bid. Cute little pave ball there. And it looks like that's going with Amy. All right. Well, congratulations on that. Let me, actually, this is a new bag there. So I'm just going to write your name on that. So Amy Pronisi. All right. Thank you for that. I have another one. It's another banana. I'm running out of room there for your name. I should have used a different pen. I have another little Banana Republic one that's also another cute little layering piece as well. So that's going home with you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, let me keep going here. All right, so this one is also Banana Republic. It's a long layering piece with a tassel. The tassel is significant. It's, you know, it's also metal. Let's see if I can figure out which one it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is gold tone. Kind of creating a Y when it comes down to the bottom. It's a really thick chain, as you see here. And I don't know what you call that chain link. Do any of you guys know? Is it like, it reminds me of like a wheat chain, except a wheat chain is super thin. Okay, this chain on this other side is all, I got to get it unstuck. Why are you caught? This is very annoying. Okay. Can't get it out. Oh, hold on 1 second. Why? There we go. Okay. So anyways, it comes down to a Y, super thick chain. It does have a bezel set glass faceted gemstone right in there. And then it comes down to a snake chain tassel. So those are all little snake chain. Okay. So, yeah, so definitely a layering piece. It has its Banana Republic mark right there. So obviously you wouldn't wear it like that, but that's how I'm showing it to you. So I'm starting the auction now. It was just a $4 start. But the little bezel set faceted stone there is nice. It's a cute little Y necklace for any takers on that. So we got 10 seconds left. And that is glass. by the way. Three, two, and one. Thank you for looking. Okay. Now, if any of you pop in later and there's stuff in the store that you know I've already run, please don't be shy. Just holler at me. I'm more than happy to run things again. It's not a problem at all. Okay, so this is a signed Banana Republic. I guess you might consider it a bib, kind of mesh-ish, I guess. It's a little bit more significant than mesh, though, but it is looking like this. But it's got some really lovely kind of capped I'm not sure. Let me see here if I think they're milk glass. No, I think they're acrylic. Okay. But it's looking like that. And you can see that all of these little acrylic dangles here. Let me flip those over because those are all supposed to come to the front. There we go. Come to the front. There we go. They're all capped. And then, of course, these rhinestones are a prong set. Those are glass rhinestones. And you can see the chain style there. It does have its J.Crew tag right there. It's kind of hard for me to flip it around to show you. It is there, right there. And then it's got I don't know why it's got such a thin extender on there. That's kind of weird. But anyways, it's looking like that. And I'm going to start the auction now. So you can see from the side, kind of has some movement to it. Okay, really cool, significant chain there on that. I don't know. I would consider it a bib necklace in my opinion, but I don't know. I probably don't know the definition of a bib necklace. Anyways, so thanks for looking there at that. Where did I put my baggie? Here it is. Okay, let me do one more, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about the stuff the lady was talking to me about. Which I don't know if you guys tell me if you have a jeweler that you know, that you have a relationship with, that would go in and answer these questions for you in such significant detail. I felt appreciative because, you know, they could probably charge for that information. And I really appreciated her taking the time. You know what I mean? So, okay. So a couple other things I wanted to mention to you. I know you remember this ring that I also got and talked about in my last haul. And this was this ring that was the very beautiful. It is an amethyst, or my friend was thinking, oh, could it be a tanzanite? I don't know. I mean, it falls. My friend Carrie, who's actually in the show right now, it falls in the range that might be tanzanite, but is tanzanite purple? I don't know. I should look up what tanzanite looks like. I looked at that and just assumed it was amethyst. I don't really know much about tanzanite. Tanzanite gemstone. Okay, so it looks like it can be variations of purple. And sort of kind of having that bluish, purplish look to it. So I can understand why my friend would have said that. The color changing stones I have, like my alexandrite, kind of has more of the bluish, purplish in it, closer to that. This just seems all purple. No, I mean, no matter where I'm kind of angling it. So I'm pretty confident and I feel good in saying definitely amethyst. And that is where it falls on the gem tester. Okay. And then I also was showing you about how these side stones for my $11, I think this one tested as 14 karat gold ring that I got that we could not find marks for it at the time. And I just had to take a chance. But I felt like it was so dirty. And I think other people, thought it was fake. She didn't even think it was anything because she didn't find any mark in it. So she just assumed it was some, cheap, meaning the owner of the consignment store, some cheap, costume jewelry. But, with a little bit of experience, in my gut, I was like, no, I think it's more. So I took a chance. I paid $11, and then I came home and it was amethyst, gold, and diamond, I believe. Now, of course, now it's not going up to diamond again, when just earlier tonight, before I walked over here, it went into diamond again. So it keeps wanting to go not crazy over to the end of diamond, but just barely into it. Of course, great. This is not making me happy because it's not showing you what. You see, oh God, I'm so blind. It sucks to get old. I just literally can't see what I'm doing, and I slide off it. Ugh. God, blessed America. And now, you also don't want to go on the same stone for too long. Ugh. Right before the show, I went over, I looked really good at it, and it went into diamond. And I had just calibrated my machine, because I'm going to sit here and talk to you about single cut diamonds, because that's what the lady said, is she believed that they were single cut diamonds. And of course, the gem tester is not cooperating with me and giving me what I think to be. You see, it's not even coming close. So I just need to recalibrate my machine, and I will do that. But all that beside the point, I gave it to the jeweler. She knew it was amethyst. We believe it's lab created amethyst, 14 karat gold from my testing. But then she looked under a loupe at these stones. And then she talked to me about something that was called single cut diamonds. And I had no idea what that was. These little side stones, okay? And so when I was looking at them under a loupe, and I can't get it small enough on here for you to be able to see it as close as I saw it under the loupe. So instead, I'm just going to show you a picture on my phone. She sat here and she said, go home and look up about a timeline of diamond cuts for like the singular solitaire cut. They had mine cuts. They had a lot of very earlier cuts. Then they had single cut diamonds, and then they went to brilliant cuts. And she sat there and she drew a picture for me about how are the brilliant cuts and how they have 56 facets, and it's all brilliant and all that. And then she drew what she viewed at what she described as a single cut diamond, where the bottom part of the single cut diamond only had 8 things going down the sides, down to a point. So when you look at the top of the diamond going down in, what you see is this circle, and then you look all the way down to the bottom of the diamond to a point, just like that. It looks just like that. And that's what I saw underneath my loupe at these little stones on the side of this ring. That's what she said, is she felt that they were single cut diamonds. And she also she said, just look through the stone, which is what I did. Hold on, let me pull up my picture here for you. My little graphic. What the heck? Okay, so here's a picture of a single cut diamond that has 8 cuts on the top, not counting the table. And then down at the bottom part, it has 8. And so when you look at the stone, it's like you're looking at a circle and then down to a point in the very center. You see that? This is a regular 57, 58 facet diamond and if you bought a solitaire today. Here's another graphic that shows you about the timeline of these diamond cuts. You had a natural diamond first, and then they started to do something called rose cut diamonds, and then they did old mine diamonds. And there are all these different colors and facets, old European cuts. And then here you are with the single cut, once again with the circle. And then you look straight down to the center of the diamond where you can see those 8 facets coming down to a point. It's like you can just look down into the depth of the diamond. And when I look at these underneath the loop, that's what it gives me. Okay. I just slide off it over and over and over again. And I just, for the life of me, cannot show you that it goes into diamond. And just now it went into diamond while you weren't looking. That's great. That's super helpful. Makes me crazy. There you go. See? Oh, well, then I hit the stone, but I only hit it at the end. I just can't see it. I don't see. You can hear me sliding off of it. It's the worst. If I brought over my other diamond tester, I feel like I can see better with it, and it would, I'm sure, would go right up to diamond for you. But anyways, I'm tired of doing this. This is just making me angry. But it is a diamond. The jeweler said, and I believe her, single cut diamond. So it's definitely, I certainly didn't know about that. And here's a great thing. That's something I can do with my loop. I can see that. And you know what else, knowing that this is a single cut diamonds, is that then puts it into a timeline for getting an idea for age for this ring. So single cut diamonds started to come into being used mostly as side stones in the 1920s. And were used all the way up ish until about the 70s, 80s, for about 50 years. So that was just really interesting information that she wanted to share with me. And and I didn't know about that. So anyway, single cut diamonds. There's that story. Let me keep going. Hold on one second. I'm going to grab something from behind here at my desk. Where is my thing? I was trying to look for my other gem tester. I don't know where I put it. Oh, I bet you it's in this drawer, but I can't get it out right now. Oh, well, okay. I don't think. Let me see. No, I can't get it out. Never mind. Just forget it. All right, let me keep going here. All right, this is stunning. Love, love, love this one. This is a signed Banana Republic necklace. Prong set, purple, loveliness. I wouldn't necessarily call it necessarily vintage because I don't know that Banana Republic I don't know how long it's been in existence for, but anyways, there's your mark for Banana Republic. We have all these beautiful faceted prong set stones. Look at how pretty, right? Okay. And when I Google Lens that. It is super pretty. Okay, so there you go. Banana Republic. That's it right there. They only have it for $26. That's actually the lowest I've seen it, because I definitely have seen it higher than $26. $65 for that same necklace. A $28 one. Anyways, but I had a $14 start on it. It's beautiful. And I'm going to start the auction now for any takers on that. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, 2 seconds. 1, and thanks for looking. Okay. All right. So this is another really cute one of those shorter Banana Republic necklaces, like a little 16-inch choker necklace. I think I'm going to lower this to, oh, don't bid. I accidentally pressed it, and I didn't mean to. I'll just restart it. That was my fault. I apologize. Where I got that one. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is a silver tone kind of arrow necklace, Banana Republic, 16 inches. What I wanted to do is go in there and I wanted to lower it to 4. Okay. So again, in excellent condition here. We've got the Banana Republic tag there. There's a long extender. Here's your chain, and it comes down to just a simple little arrow there with some rhinestones in there. You can see it there on the end of it. Okay, so just a simple little chain necklace there. Kind of harder for you to see. Like that. And I'm going to start the auction now. Sorry, I'm going to the side so you can see it close up. There you go. The $4 start. We got 10 seconds left. I'm making you guys nauseous. I apologize. 3, 2, and 1. Thanks for looking. I just think these are cute. Like, I think very cute teenager necklaces. And quality, because I just think Banana Republic is, to me, all of these brands are really good quality. Okay, and here's the last one. You know what I did? I think that when I ran the other one are you still there, Amy? Are you still Amy Pernisa? I think Pernisi. I think when I did this one, I ran the wrong picture for it because the picture that ran with it showed the gold one here that I'm about to run, because the one that's up right now is the silver one, and I already ran it. So I need to take a new picture for this one because this isn't the pave ball bead. It's a pave circle silver tone. So let me real quick just edit this and make it silver tone. And just know yours, when you get it, is going to be described as a gold tone, and that's not correct. You're getting the one you looked on that you bid on. I assume you were bidding on what you saw on the screen and not the picture. So this was gold tone and pave circle pendant necklace. Okay. Yes, thanks. What I was seeing. Perfect. Thanks for clarifying. Okay. So when I get your receipt, when I get ready to send it to you, I'll just make that notation. So I don't want you to think you're getting the wrong thing. I'll just correct it on the thing. So, all right, this is now showing gold tone, a $3 start, and it's got the little Prave circle flat rather than a ball. And she's getting the other one, so it'll all work out great. Okay, perfect. And it's got an extender on the back, again, with its Banana Republic tag there. And that just simplifies everything. So now both of those are going to Amy. Love it. Awesome. That makes things nice and simple for me. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. And that's headed your way. Again, many of you know you're getting both. Yay. I don't know that I'm doing a show this weekend. I may. I know that we're not having a train or anything this weekend. A lot of us in Lily Works, people could create their own train, that's for sure. Or sometimes people just might do a pop-up show. But I do know that I will have my normal Monday show. So for those of you that don't usually come to my shows, I do always do my shipping on Tuesdays because it's after my Friday and Monday shows, and then people can benefit from the whole progressive shipping thing. Most of the items tonight are $4.50 shipping with 50 cents additional. A few items that were super heavy necklaces were $5 shipping with $1 additional. But, obviously most of the normal size jewelry were $4.50. But then again, on Monday, if I have another show, then people can still benefit from that. So that's the reason for that. Okay, so I'm bringing here a 2-strand, lovely, longer layering necklace. It is J.Crew. It's got faux glass pearl beads, gold tone in excellent condition. Okay, so it is, as soon as I can get this squared away here, a little bit twisted around. There we go. Okay. So as you see here, excellent gold tone. It's got an extender. There's your tag. And here are your dangles down here. These are, if you, clip them together, these glass pearls, they sound great. And all of these little kind of teardrop things, the gold tone is just fantastic. So the length on this, I don't think I actually put a length. So because it's 2 layers, I'm going to measure the shorter of the 2 layers. And that's looking at 24. Before it's extended, it's about 32 inches to the first layer, just so you know. So yeah, it's looking like that. And it's meant to be, it's not consistent on both sides. Like the amount of the little gold things is varies. They're not always in the same. Like it looks like the bigger hanging one, they had them the same, but that smaller ones, they don't all have the little gold hanging things or whatever. So I'm just going to hang it there. And I'm going to start the auction. It was a $7 start. Yeah, glass pearls. So we have 12 seconds left on that necklace. And I'm going to do just one more. And then I'm going to talk to you one last time about something the jeweler said. And then we'll just press on with the rest of him. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Thanks for looking at that. Where did I put the baggie? On the floor. Very helpful. Okay. Ooh, I love this necklace. I should keep it. But I'm not going to I can't keep everything. I have to show restraint. But yeah, I thrifted this necklace specifically. This was a haul necklace. Like I bought it intentionally. It is beautiful. Okay. So what we got here, this is a multi-strand J.Crew. The clasp is magnet. Oh, it twists. So that it's magnetic and it twists. That's interesting. So you kind of pop it in there and then it's magnetic. Okay. And it's got 3 strands, as you see there. Okay. We've got kind of this larger link with these are also glass pearls. And then, let's see, what is the shorter length? I think it goes this way for the shorter length. Let's see, hold on. Let me see. I got to figure out which one is longer and shorter. Hold on. So that's longer. Okay. That's the longer one. Goodness gracious alive. Okay. Look at these incredible, these are like these are all glass. These glass kind of pear, shaped teardrops. And then we've got these balls that are pave dangles there. Plus you have the glass beads and it's throughout. So that bottom layer, as you see, comes down to like a Y with more of that hanging glass. Yeah, I love this necklace. It's hard for me to express. But anyways, I'm going to start the auction now. When I go up and look, Google lens searches on it, $50, $60 is what I see for this necklace. It is so well made. I can't even tell you. So pretty. And again, these are glass. You can hear them. So thanks for looking at that. Okay. All right. So the last thing I wanted to tell you that the lady said is, so you know how I was talking about how people were using synthetic interchangeably with lab created, and she was correcting me and saying, no, they're not the same thing. Synthetic and simulants would be like Huberg zirconia, and like moissanite, Now, things like white topaz, white sapphire, white iolite that look like diamonds, those she says those would be referred to as simulating stones, but they are not simulants. White topaz is not a simulant. White sapphire is not a simulant. They're actually gemstones, okay? But sometimes those stones are used simulating a diamond, okay? So they are considered diamond simulating stones, but they're not simulants. So she was just playing with kind of the word and language with me to try to make it, clear or whatever. So, yeah, I think that's mostly what I wanted to say about what she said. But For me, being able to look in those stones and see the bubbles with my own loop and knowing, okay, I can define that at least with sapphires and rubies as a lab created myself without sending it off was huge. Her confirming with me the clue about 10 karat or 925 is not, precious metal fanciness enough. Like they wouldn't put authentic gemstones. She doesn't believe in those lower, in 925 and then a lower gold, purity. Anyways, and learning about the single cut diamonds was super interesting. So I loved and appreciated her help. So let me keep going here. Okay, so I have here I think it's 4 strand of hand knotted glass pearls. This is J.Crew. And to be honest, when I first got this, you can see the J.Crew there. You can see that they're all hand knotted. They're cold, they're heavier. And if I were to sit here and they're glass pearls, okay? When I first got this, I believe this was undone and someone had taken this whole thing. You can see it's just one long, super long strand. And they had taken it and put like a knot like this. I know because I untied it into a part of it like that. And then it was on the neck like that where it had like, a knot at the end. So I suppose that when you have really, really, really long pearls that you can do that. So I just wanted to say that to you because when I originally found these, they were in that state of being tied in a knot. And you could do that. But I untied them because I wasn't sure if that was meant to be that way. It might have been. But obviously, having them undone is an option as well. And these are so long that you could double this 4 strand of pearls. Okay. Faux glass pearls. Because these are, so that's 24, approximately 34 inches. Okay. So you could even take that whole thing if you wanted and double it into a really thick one. So you have all these options. And then you could sit there and take an earring that's a single earring and put it on there. Like you could do lots of things. You could tie the knot. You could wear it as one. So I just wanted to point out all those different things on those hand knotted J.Crew pearls. So faux pearls, glass. So I'm going to start the auction now. I just thought that had a lot of versatility. And it's a nice strand. Very heavy. Very lovely. I'm going to turn off this gem tester now. That's making me mad. And because I don't need it anymore. Okay, thanks for taking a look, everyone. And I have a bracelet next that I'm going to bring. It's this very simple. It actually is it's a J.Crew acrylic rhinestone bracelet. It's this really lovely kind of a pinkish kind of hue to it. You've got your little J.Crew thing there. It is 7 inches. There's the back construction. Everything about J.Crew is just so well made, again, looking like that. So these are acrylic, but it's just such a well-made bracelet. So that is a $5 start on that cute little bracelet. J.Crew bracelet. We've got 8 seconds left. Again, this is the back construction there. Okay, thanks for looking. Okay. Okay, this is a pretty cool necklace. Also J.Crew. It is 16 inches, on the main part of the necklace. And of course, then it has some dangles. I really loved this because, obviously I was talking about how J.Crew uses a lot of really like heavy, kind of brassy kind of, metals. But this particular J.Crew one has it has a book chain. This style of chain is called a book chain. So there it is from the back. Okay, it's really nice. Um, there's your extender. There's your, all the things and your little tag there that's on the other side right there. But then it comes down to, some actual prong set rhinestones in there. And then these little dangles of these little like bars. So it has some movement. Yep. So, and I just love the book chain. The book chain to me is super cool. So it's looking like that. I'm going to start the auction now. It was a $9 start on that. You can see those little things hanging down there. You can see faceted rhinestones, book chain. We got 8 seconds left. And then there's your tag and things in the back. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Thanks for taking a look at that. Okay. This one is like Mongo heavy. It might be one of the heaviest ones I have. So this is a signed J.Crew necklace as well. These are all acrylic cabochon beads on the first part of this necklace, but then it goes up into all of these faceted glass beads that kind of, like a smoky topaz sort of color coming up to its, tag there and clasp. So let me hook it here so you can, it really needs a little bit of a cleaning. And because these, if you see the construction of the back, are all open, I could officially put them, in a little bit of soapy water to clean up the rhinestones because it's not going to take off any foil. I wouldn't do it for very long, but some of those more smoky topaz ones, but they could easily have a little bit of cleanup. So, yeah, that's a pretty significant statement necklace. Definitely a lot of dimension as you see there. So, let me show you real quick. I think this is an example of one of the necklaces that had like a $100, Google Lens search on it. For asking price or close to it. So these 75, 75. You can see all of those J.Crew ones. I mean, I suppose I could click on one of those and see what their prices are. I don't know why some shows them and some doesn't. Why I have to click on the item to see. Oh, because you have to sit there and go through a whole bunch of necklaces, which I don't want to. Okay, well, it's at the beginning. $84. My point is, I had a $14 start on it. So I just wanted you to know what you got there. Starting the auction now on that statement necklace, J.Crew. Kind of more like tan here. And then, of course, the kind of more smoky topaz looking stuff going on. So we've got 6 seconds left on that. Okay, very good. Thank you for looking at that. And actually, I'm going to do a real quick dip in here. I'll be right back at you. I'm just going to dip that in there for a second. Let it have a little bit of cleaning. Okay. So, so this is a more dainty little J.Crew necklace. It's a 20 inches. So again, their construction is fabulous. It's extender and it's hang tag. You know, one side of the J.Crew thing always has that rhinestone, and then there's the other side. But it comes down into these faceted glass rhinestones. Oh, hold on. I think those are glass. Those might be. I know that those are acrylic there. It's hard for me to tell. I think they're both acrylic. But I don't know. It's hard to tell, which is for me a difficult thing. So this is a much simpler necklace, obviously. Just a very simple kind of green colors of, August birthday, which is mine. So yeah, this is a 20-inch and this is a $6 start for that J.Crew necklace, gold tone. And we've got 12 seconds left. Welcome in, Diana Wingate. Yep, we all love the vintage. A lot of these J.Crew and other necklaces tonight, there's no guarantee these are necessarily vintage. Some of them might be, some of them not. Because they obviously are still making J.Crew currently. Okay, thanks for looking at that one. See what else I can show you. Oh, this is a lovely one of glass faux pearls, statement necklace, multiple, I think it's a 2-strand. Oh, it's just so significant. This one is a Stella and Dot. Stella and Dot is such a, the quality of their jewelry to me is very similar to J.Crew. Sorry, I was just getting something out of water over here. Okay. Go away, go away, go away. Okay. So this one, so well made. So here you've got your chain here. We've got your Stella and Dot there. And then that's their extender. But look at the chain on this necklace. Isn't that significant? It's coming down to, all of these glass pearls that are all capped with these brass caps. And they're like little clusters. You see little cha-cha clusters that have a little bit of movement. Now, this is considered a 2-strand, as you can see there. Okay. And these are acrylic. I never said they were glass, did I? Oh, they might be glass. Hold on. This one I know is glass. I think they're glass. They're just so heavy. Significant chain. So it's looking like that. It's fun. Yep. So it's a $12 start. Starting the auction now. Stella and Dot to me is very similar to J.Crew. Okay. 4 seconds left. Plug my phone in here before it dies on me. Thanks for looking. Okay. What else can I bring you? Oh, this one's fun. This is a fun little movement necklace. So this one is a J.Crew, 16-inch before the extender. But for a statement necklace, this is a dainty one. Like this would be kind of a statement necklace I might wear because I'm not big into the big stuff. It's just not my gig. Sorry, I'm trying to get this to hang right. So, you've got your, glass rhinestones, and you've got these little cha-cha movements of like these little, like feather, like maybe not feathers, like dangles there that hang down. So it's a necklace that has lots of fun movement, as you can see there. I think it's fun. Let me give you a close-up look there of, yeah, and all faceted glass beads on that. Okay. So I'm starting the auction now. It was a $9 start for that one. Like I said, 18 inches. I love J.Crew. Just so well made. You guys must have gone to sleep, or you're multitasking, which is perfectly fine because that's what I do all the time. Thanks for looking. Or maybe my talk from the jeweler put everyone to sleep. I thought all that was interesting from all the sciencey perspective that is. All right, so here is another statement J.Crew necklace, which a lot of these are. Again, these are faceted glass. And then even these kind of opal glass, those are still glass in color tone. So it's mostly clear with a little bit of that opal glass, okay? This is what the chain is looking like. Coming up to, it's interesting because, and this is not a mistake, it has gold here and it's not, worn, but then the actual thing here is silver, and the hang tag, not the hang tag, the hang tag is silver and the extender is silver. And I think the reason they did that is because this sort of has the look of gold here, but then this looks silver. So I think that's why they made this silver. Like it was intentional. It's clear that it was intentional. Okay. So real quick, and again, that's all glass. I wanted to show you a Google lens. I'm not doing it on all of them, but some of them that are more the statement significant ones, I just want you to see what these are listed for. So there's that necklace. There's a listing there for $45. Let's see what this one is for. Oh, it already sold. Oh, they had it for $20. Well, that's the lowest I found. So with that being said, before I list this, since that one sold for $20, I like to be way under it. I'm going to make this $12 instead of $14. Okay. So I'm going to start the auction now. All faceted glass beads, statement necklace, 18-inch before the extender. As you can see there. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for looking. And I keep forgetting to show you this, but look at the construction of the back of these. They're just so well made. I cannot express to you. There's a lot of cheap jewelry out there, and J.Crew, Stella and Dot, but none of these brands I'm showing tonight. They're just such quality brands. I'm sure you agree with me if you're still awake. Okay, here's a short little necklace that's like a little starfish. It's on It's got this 24-inch just gold tone necklace there. And it comes down to, you can see the mark for J.Crew on the back. And it's just a little pave starfish. So yeah, it's on a 24-inch chain. So I'm going to loop this around just so it brings it up higher so you can see it. But yeah, so there you go. And I had a $5 start on that cute little starfish, pave starfish, J.Crew necklace. It's cute. We've got 5 seconds left. Okay, thanks for looking. All right. All right, so this is a longer J.Crew necklace used for layering. It's stone. Okay, so it's got this just normal gold tone kind of matte chain. We've got our lovely J.Crew extender. We've got our J.Crew tag right here. It's 28 inches long. So I'm going to wrap this around. But the dangle part, this is an acrylic stone. I think that one in the middle is glass, but it comes down to this chain dangle with like a pave cap of rhinestones. Okay, it's a $4 start for this J.Crew layering necklace for any takers. Definitely used for layering, as this is, it's got the tassel thing going on. We've got 7 seconds left. All right, thanks for looking. And those of you who popped in later, if there's anything in the store that I've already run that you're interested in me running again, please don't be shy. Please holler at me. All right, here are some J.Crew earrings. These are different for sure. And they're looking like this. They have prong set rhinestones on. This is just a thing that J.Crew did. And it's very interesting because then this is like, I can't determine, I think it's like enameling over, metal that looks like prong set. It's very interesting. It's a very J.Crew thing. But here on the back, it has the mark for J.Crew right there as well. They are pierced earrings, and they're looking like that. Very different. Okay, so I'm going to $5 start on those J.Crew earrings right there. But these are glass, the rhinestones, and then the stone up at the top that's green is glass as well. So we've got 7 seconds left on the J.Crew dangle earrings. 2 and 1. All right, thanks for looking. Okay, lots of statement necklaces, one after the other. This one's a really good price point, though, for a heavier one. A lot of the heavier ones I did a little bit higher price point, but there actually are, I think, 2 like this one that are similar. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's a different necklace that I'm thinking that's similar. This one is like it's on its own. Actually, I'm going to lower this one to 7. Okay. Okay, so this one, again, these are faceted glass there, but these are acrylic. Those bigger ones there are acrylic, but these are faceted glass. Again, here's the back side. Okay. Your hang tag and all those things. All right. And it's a $7 start. 17 inches long. Looking like that. So that's what they often quite do. They mix in kind of that acrylic as well as the glass together for these statement necklaces. 6 seconds left. 2 and 1. Okay. Thanks for looking. Okay. Okay. So this is the one that I said there's 2 that are similar. I have 2 of them, but they're just different colors, but they're like the same necklace. So this is the first of the 2. Really well made. Again, that really heavy, kind of brassy construction. So well made. Okay. And it's got a mixture, again, of some glass beads, or glass, mixed with some acrylic. These are got some pretty cool colors, black and, orange, and then like a little kind of light, soft teal, like that one, in the burgundy. Is hang tags and everything there. So I actually really quite like this necklace. It's pretty cool. So that one was a $9 start. Again, this is, if I pull up the Google Lens search on all of them, this is the range of $40 to $50. So you found the info. Oh, great. I'm so happy. There you go. I had never heard of single cut diamonds either. I mean, obviously they're out there, but it was fun to learn about it. So thanks a bunch, Mel. Have a good night. Okay, starting the auction now. It was a $9 start for that one. Okay. Again, really, really heavy. So heavy. Just wanted to show you that construction on the back. When you hold J.Crew necklaces in your hand, it's just like, oh. Okay, thanks for looking. I'm going to go ahead and show you the other one that looks similar to this, but is in different colors. And it's this one. And this one's got some pretty like champagne pinks and blues and teals. It's exactly like the other one. Just a little change in color palette. Again, the same heavy, sorry, just trying to get these undone. Brass, construction. And it hangs like that. Yeah, I like the color palette on this one. Okay. And that, I don't know, it's an interesting chain link. It's a nice one. This is a quality, lovely, well-made necklace. Again, that's a $9 start. Grandma duty tomorrow. Well, you better go get your beauty rest there, Mel. That's awesome. Starting $9 start for any takers on that one. Again, glass rhinestones mixed with some acrylic. Okay. We've got 8 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we are coming in towards the end of the show. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more items to show you. So definitely, if you've popped in and there's anything that I've already run that you want me to rerun, please holler at me. Or if there's anything that I've already run that you want to make an offer on, don't be shy. I will take offers. So if there's something that you're really interested in, we can see if we can find a middle ground. So, anyways, let me bring up this next one. Okay, this one is really pretty. I brought another one earlier tonight that was similar to this. It was identical. It just had a different color palette, but it was new with tags. So this one does not have tags on it, but it's in great condition. Again, for a statement necklace, I love this one. So again, mixing glass rhinestones with acrylic. This is very dimensional. You can see it's got, kind of some height there. And this is the construction of the back. Again, just so well made. Your hang tag and extender and all the things. This is a nice neutral one. Could go with a lot of things color-wise. So that one was a $12 start. I brought the price point down lower than the one with tags on it. I had a little higher price point on that one. So this is just really nice, very heavy, very quality. We've got 7 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Thank you much for looking. So just so you know, I know in terms of, I said the first 6 people, we're going to get a free necklace. If you popped in late, I wanted to remind you that the first 6 people that ordered something tonight were going to get a free giveaway. They were going to get one of these little cute little bar necklaces. It's got these little bars with little salmon colored things on the end. Just a little simple cha-cha necklace to wear for layering, that sort of thing. It's pretty. I like it. I like it. So that was the giveaway. And so I know for sure that my friend Carrie will get one because she had an order. And then Kathy had an order with Insane Bargain, so she'll get a necklace. Tiffany will get a necklace. Rachel will get a necklace. That's the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Amy will get a necklace. So that's 6 people so far. Okay. All right. This is a simpler one of their little statement necklaces. I don't know if you'd still consider it statement, but it's like a mini statement, I guess you could say. I have a $6 start on this. These are acrylic, but still pretty heavy. They look like glass, but they are acrylic. This is the construction on the back. So well made. So kind of that black faceted. Again, you've got your hang tag, extender, and it's looking really simple like that. Isn't that pretty? So this one was a $6 start, and I'm starting the auction now. That one is nice. I agree. Yeah, it's almost like I can't tell on that one that it's acrylic. A lot of times it just is very faceted. So we've got 4 seconds left. Thanks, Diane. I agree. It is pretty. Okay, so thanks for looking at that. Okay. Oh, I love this necklace. This is a nice layering piece. This is just a long kind of, I guess you would consider it a station necklace because it just has little sections of pearl, glass pearl. Definitely glass pearl, very heavy. So you see we've got little stations, and then they get bigger. Or actually they're varied because they're not all the same. Because look, that one has a thing with 5. So I guess it's not meant to be exactly the same. Oh, it's definitely not, because it's got bigger ones here on the left, smaller, and then it's got less here and more here, and then it's got a big ball and then small. So it's definitely meant to be varied. These are definitely glass pearls. You can hear it. And it's a $7 start for that cute layering J.Crew necklace. So I'm starting the auction now. Again, it's meant to not be symmetrical in those glass beads. They're nice. A little heavier in your hand for sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, thanks for looking. Okay, I have a bangle here. I'm actually going to edit this to 4. Date listing. Okay, so this is an enameled yellow gold tone, thicker bangle. Looks in great condition. I can't express to you how great of a condition this is in. You've got your J.Crew mark right there. Okay, and so it's like 8-inch bangle. Super nice, yellow, and it's a $4 start. It's in great condition. There's your mark right there. We got 10 seconds left on the enameled bangle. You can see the mark right there. 3, 2, 1. All right, thanks for looking at that. All right, this is a Stella and Dot necklace. Sometimes I can't tell if they didn't have the tags on it. I often would not be able to tell the difference between Stella and Dot and J.Crew. They're just both up to that standard for sure. So this is a lovely necklace, super heavy. Whoa, is all I can say. We've got our Stella and Dot hang tag right here with a long extender, and then that kind of brass tone. There we go. So it's got faceted glass, prong set. You can see it there, and enameled. Okay. And they're kind of like meant to kind of move and whatever in front of each other. There's the construction on the back. Like seriously, I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. Whew. Look at how well it's constructed. So well. And this has to go that way. Yeah, it's done so well. So there is that necklace, Stella and Dot. Okay. With the orange enameling. And I'm going to start the auction now. It's a $9 start. Again, if I look at price points for Stella and Dot, you'll find they sell for, significant price points. Let me see if I can take a quick picture of this. We've got 4 seconds left. All right, so you have a 32, a 35, a 30, a 25, a 30. Oh, well, a fake one for $1. AliExpress. That's not real. Thank you. Thank you, Marissa. I think, honestly, that's the first time I've ever sneezed in the middle of a show. If I'm just being truthful. All right. So, this is another sign, Stella and Dot. I think I'm going to lower the price point. Okay. Okay. So it's sort of on this mesh chain like that. You got your Stella and Dot hang tag there with an extender, and each of the parts of the necklace are have like these bars, that can move and stuff. And then these are once again, just like J.Crew was doing. These are prong set glass rhinestones, as well as those are those orange ones. Let me check. They might be glass too. Oh, it's possible those orange ones are glass as well. It's hard to tell. It's very well constructed. So anyways, that's the statement necklace looking like that. And it's a $9 start. Pretty significant. Okay. All right. Thanks for looking at that. I have these teeny little acrylic stud green Stella and Dot earrings. They are marked on the back, like my cute little mouse. I don't know if you can see him very well. But yeah, they're marked Stella and Dot there. These are just a little acrylic green faceted studs that look like that. Okay. And I just had a $2 start on those. Stella and Dot. And that's the last thing I got. I'm willing to put some things together to do some bundling if you guys have any interest in, you know, some items together, similar items together as bundles. So does anyone have any interest? If not, we'll just call it a night. Where if I do a little bit of bundles, I could make the price point a lot. The price points are already pretty darn low. But if I have no takers, that's cool too, because it's Friday night and I can go relax and watch a movie. So that's okay with me too. So is there anything else anyone that wanted me to rerun, or is there anyone's would like to see again, or that they have a question about, or that they may be interested in any bundling? So let me know, because looks like Dawn just popped in. So again, you can view in my store items that I've run that, so if I don't hear from anybody, I can only assume I might have put you to sleep. Or maybe you're watching a movie or doing other things at the same time. So I think we'll call it a night. But I appreciate you guys coming. I hope that oh, okay. Well, Diana, you would have to come over to www.lilyworksjewels.com and you would have to register. So I know you've been on and been watching the show for a while, and kind of watching from eBay, which is fine. I'm not eBay, YouTube. But when you're watching from YouTube, you're not able to see the chat because we're actually we are streaming from district.net. And so, that's where you have to come to be able to register, and then you'd be able to participate in the chat and bid. Is there a specific item you were interested in that you wanted to bid on? Or are you asking generally? So if you came to another live show, next time you would want to do that ahead of time. I was just curious, your question, if it was specific to tonight or generally. So So like there's lots of people that are in the district chat and they kind of comment and chat. Oh, you're asking generally. Okay. So yeah, I won't wait on here for you to do it tonight, but if you want to screenshot this on your phone, if you came to this website, www dot, you'd have to type it in, .lilyworksjewels.com, it will bring you to the district website. Oh, old lady here. Well, I can show you how to do it. I'll model it. Watch. But I already have like the district thing downloaded on my uh, devices, but at least I can bring it to you so you can, hold on. So like if you go to the internet, like say, and you type in www.lilyworksjewels, all one word, .com, it brings you to here, which is the Lily Works Jewels, Antiques, and Makers marketplace, which is the marketplace in which you're viewing this. And then you could join the marketplace, and it gives you an opportunity to to join the marketplace is how you register. So and you can subscribe. You can subscribe to Lilyworks, and I guess that here is joining the marketplace for district. I don't know. Let's see what happens when we click on it. There you go. So yeah, that's how you would join district. So you would press that button and then you fill in a few. It's not much. Your name, your username, email, password, birthday. That's it. And then you sign up, and then it will ask you to enter like a credit card information so that you could actively bid. I think you can sign up before you enter the credit card, but you can't actually bid unless you enter your credit card. But lots of people will come and just watch as well. They can just come and watch. And there, Dawn, one of our members, is saying, "Hi, Diana, welcome." Yeah, so it's that simple. So you just put in your name, and then you create a username. So it doesn't have to be your email address. You could if you were called, you said old lady here. I don't know if you're a grandma, but like my stepmom, I was trying to encourage her to make her username Aussie Nana because she lives in Australia. And you could just create a username, whatever that is. It's not much to enter. And then again, simple information to enter, credit card information. You don't ever have to buy anything. You can enter your credit card information, but then it's just in there. But that doesn't mean you have to actively bid, but you can. And there's a lot of things here on district that the price points, there's a lot of things to bid on that could be, higher price points, but then you can have a lot of $2 and $3 bid starts. And you can also go in and you can subscribe to this specific marketplace, Lilyworks Jewels, which is where I do my live shows out of. And here we are, it shows the live streams. And if you want to see in this marketplace, the live streams, here I am live right now. My name is Curry. I'm with Cherish Relics. But here are some upcoming live streams that will be happening in our marketplace, okay? So there's that information. And then even after you join district, there's lots of other marketplaces besides our marketplace. So you could click on district right there, and it'll bring you to all these other marketplaces that's in district. And it's more than just jewelry. And so like you have all these other marketplaces here, a whole list here, knickknacks and antique marketplaces, and on lots of different things. Some of them are on furniture, some of them are on playing cards and flea markets, lots of different things. Okay. And here we have the Lilyworks marketplace right there. So definitely worth you checking out. So, yeah. So you can join, you can sign up, all those things. So hopefully me explaining that will help it feel not as intimidating. But, The main thing is you could either use this website and it'll bring you to where I showed you, or you can, I think you can just type in www.district.net, but it won't necessarily bring you to the Lilyworks Marketplace. So there's the information. Oh, I love that. You're young at heart. Isn't that perfect? 71's young. You're good to go. So take a screenshot of this right now, or write it down on a sheet of paper, www.lilyworksjewels.com. And when you enter that, it brings you right here, which is what I was showing you. And here is where you join the marketplace. And then as you join, it'll prompt you to enter the other stuff for that. So yeah, you're welcome. We'd love to have you. No pressure. Do it at your own pace. And you're also welcome to just keep watching from YouTube. But I'm proud of you for reaching out and asking a question. We're always happy to help here. And thanks again for coming to my show, everybody. I assume no one needs me to rerun anything. I know Dawn popped in late. I was just ending the show. Dawn, did you take a look in the store? Was there anything you wanted me to rerun? Because you're sort of a regular Miss Meowie. Oh, sorry. I'm making my phone fall over. And so before I get off here, I just wanted to ask. So, okay, well, cool. Well, you guys have a great night. Again, I'm going to hold shipping on those items until after my show on Monday. I don't know that I'm going to do a pop-up this weekend, but I definitely will have my regular show Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern as well. So have a good night, Miss Marissa. I hope you were impressed with the extra necklace that I bought to match the ring. I love it. It's very, very me. So it was part of my Christmas present to myself. Love it. Hey, have a great night, everyone. Take care. Thanks for coming.